Hello!
Hello there, and welcome to tonight's episode of The Plight of Princes. It's been a little brief period.
It's been.
Uh,
I thought my mic was muted. I'm so sorry.
It has not been a while.
You can just
The little
see
brief period,
Dance's
Jules.
face. Oh, this is the energy we're bringing tonight, is it?
What energy? From me? Look at
yeah,
me.
motherfucker, you're the one who did it,
You're the
so...
one who interrupted them.
So, where last we left off, our group of miscreants had very intense and sincere moments, encountered the slaying of an ancient green dragon, did not participate, but experienced it, and then fled from a place they had previously been adventuring to return to the castle in the wood, the property of one Pox, Posey, Prosper, and many other ones. I think Fuckass is one of the optional names nowadays. They won this through a deck of many things and just pulled it out and had the card, got the Rish, bang boom, castle got. From there, late in the night, the party collected themselves and began resting. The party paladin, Wittick, is currently not here, but he is focusing on recovering himself, healing his own mind, and his own paladin oaths are being rewired and rebooted. So when he returns to us, we'll be very happy, but he's not here right now. But the players who are not here right now, whose characters are not here, is Runara and One. Runara wanting to go on potentially a form of penance, self-actualization, self-realization, studying of themselves, whatever way it may be. They wanted to figure out why certain things were allowed to happen and why they weren't. So they prepared to leave, and they asked One, who was up late at night, to assist in writing a letter, only for One to insist on joining them, which they did. The two left, and as dawn comes, whoever is the first to find it, I believe it was either left on a table or by a set of bags and pieces, was just a letter of goodbye and see you next time from Runara, which is then PS'd by the fact of One is coming with me. I didn't have a choice. You also note that this is all written in one's handwriting. And Poe, I know you were up in a room off by yourself because you went off to be moody, but the rest of the party is all. It's your house. You could be moody. You could proper Fenris this shit if you wanted to. Like, you can go nuts. Smash wine bottles against the wall. Go for it, King. You wake up in the morning. It is currently a bit quieter as it's Kaerk, Kika, Serenus, all in one place. What would you all like to do?
I'm just gonna kind of like sit back, read what paper there is, kind of sip my drink, just relax.
It's been a while since we've woken up somewhere so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly disconcerting. He like glances over at Winnick and is like, nah. Okay.
Some mild dial-up noises.
I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's fine. I wonder where one has gone. Normally she's the first. Well, normally she's still up. Does this place have a kitchen? Maybe she's gone to make breakfast. A sort of like ruffle a few feathers to fluff up for the morning and like go wandering basically. Like, is there a kitchen somewhere? / looking for one.
Yeah, kinda.
As they walk away, then I'm just gonna like slowly just kind of like pull
It's
down
this
the
one, by
newspaper.
the way. That's the kitchen.
Not for long.
As they walk through the door, I'm just gonna like pull down the paper I'm reading and just kind of watch them walk out, and just kind of like, oh, poor child, and then just go back to reading for a few moments, for regrettably sighing, putting the paper down, standing up, and I'm gonna follow into the kitchen after them.
Kaerk has gotten up and followed, but unlike Kika, when Kaerk gets up, especially around you guys, gets up and stretches like a cat in the morning, which is very funny for a bird to be pictured doing, but they are.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, roll for Kaerk today.
Roll, roll, roll.
Roll, fight the power.
D6. 2. Yay! That's the good one.
Sure.
Good ones.
It sure is a number on a dice.
It sure is a
that
number.
has potential connotations.
It's the good one. Trust me, guys.
Nah.
It's the good one.
Well, now you're thinking
Trust.
creatively.
Don't worry, it's the good one.
Ox is gonna appear from like a hole in the roof and like come in, and they've sort of like been up early and they've like gone around foraging like berries, mushrooms, things like that, and is in like an alarmingly good mood. And just like dumps it on, like calling it a table, like we've like propped up one of the legs because it's missing, and it's like we make do. So it's like just a bunch of like missing, like none of them can really be combined in a meaningful way, but it's like a bunch of different edible plants, herbs, mushrooms. There's probably a rabbit or something. Just like morning.
Good morning. Been busy.
Yeah, you know, you are in my house technically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how there's expectations about that. I don't understand them, but I bought food. Breakfast is good.
It is good, actually.
This is all edible, and it won't kill you.
Yeah.
The adventurer's equivalent of student dinner.
Girl dinner.
While they're saying that, I'm just gonna walk over near to the window of the
Window. Part of the wall is broken.
Okay, look
You gotta
outside of
remember.
the
You gotta
wall.
remember that this is mostly a ruin.
True. I'm gonna look outside. What's the weather outside like today?
Frightful. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm not.
I'm asking the DM, not the player.
You sure did bring an energy, huh, friend?
What's the fire inside like?
Good night, everybody. That's my show.
So, Dash, may I ask what the weather outside is like, please?
It's misty.
Misty. Okay. And I said, I assume it's like before noon, if we're having breakfast and things. We have breakfast and things like that.
Yeah, because you actually did get here at a decent time yesterday.
Yeah,
given the
we got
fact
here
that
like
you-
early. We if I remember, we got here like mid-afternoon and like spent an evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a
It
really
was
cute
the-
evening of us going over bird things with Poe. It was so cute.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
It was adorable.
I forgot about that. Pox definitely did.
So after seeing that, it's it's not raining outside. I'm going.
It's what city folk would call rain, but anyone who as remotely live in the country goes, it's fine.
I'm just gonna kind of like put a bit of a smile on my face. I'm gonna turn to everyone and be like, "How would people feel like going on a nice walk today? You know, something a bit different, bit of a change of pace. I feel like we've been in very dire situations the last while, and while that we're safe and comfortable, with all this, and I look over at all the goodies you've got. We can make a bit of a picnic out of this. It could be a bit of a change of pace, make it a bit nicer.
That does
I mean-
sound nice, actually.
We're going to be on the road to Waterdeep for a while. We can do a 2-in-1.
I guess. I don't know. I mean,
I know it
like,
maybe defeats the spirit a little bit, but we may as well.
Like, the lady in Waterdeep has the spire. Like, that's okay. Like,
Yeah,
we
in
don't have
theory.
to, like, we don't have to panic for once. I mean, obviously there's still like a lot of stuff to do, but
Yeah.
we don't have to be like, oh god, someone bad has it and we need to go stop them, like we've had to do with literally every other one up until this point.
And
Like, it's good. It's covered.
Yeah.
It's good.
and we may, if where we're going to be going next with everything, and the things that could happen in the future, I feel like we need to take these moments to, in a certain way, relax. Because as myself, and he's kind of like going to pull his hair a little back, I'm going grey and nearly white from this stress.
No,
last
no,
few
it's fine. It's you have a winter coat coming in. It's getting cold. It's because it's a winter coat.
And I just look over at Kika. You say that, and then I kind of like point down and notice some of I noticed one of your feathers fallen. I don't know what that is, but
I'm a growing girl, and she like sweeps it away with a wing, kind of embarrassed a little bit. I'm still growing.
I just feel like a nice breather for everyone would be beneficial.
That would be nice. I mean, we could just like send them a message. We can get Runar or one to like send a message and just be like, hey, is it okay if we spend just a day to recover? And I'm sure they'd be fine. I mean, they can tell us if it's not, because as far as we know, nothing bad is happening. So we can just let them know, just like, hey, can we have a day to recoup? And if things are okay, then we can. Because we never get to do that. What?
I mean, if that's what you guys want to do?
Do you not want to do that?
I don't know.
Oh, it's one of those.
What? You're not allowed to look at me like you know things. You're a child.
Doesn't mean I can't know things.
Yes, it does. It's just like chopping a mushroom with a knife that's not for cooking.
Oh, just look, maybe I may be a child, but at least I haven't spent my entire life always doing things, and because of that, I don't know how to stop.
That's not true. I spent an alarming amount of my life doing nothing.
Touche. I told you before. I wasn't there.
That is true. I mean, you guys can chill. I'll do something.
Derek pipes up.
Sure.
Where did we leave the guy that we got out of that cell?
I believe he's off in the side room. Now that we've had a chance to rest, we were probably going to see if, I think we established that they were like being held, but like really high level. So I think, either me and Juan were going to try to either dispel it, or maybe maybe Renora's going to like resto it. I don't know. Where are they, by the way? I thought they might be in here making breakfast.
I didn't see them. I assumed they did the going for a walk.
Oh.
I didn't see them though. But then I zonked.
It was a lot. They'll probably be back. They'll be back soon. I might go check on him, and see if anything has changed.
Yeah. Yeah. I will make breakfast.
Yeah.
Mentally
Okay.
going, shit, what's edible for someone who doesn't have literally ever a doubting stomach?
I just kind of stretch, and I'm going to just and I look at my coat and things like that, and everything that's nice. And I'm just good, but I notice I'm a bit dirty on my shirt. I'm like, well, I might just go wash this quickly because
There's a stream not far from here.
perfect.
I
Be
guess
back soon.
we'll reconvene for breakfast.
This is fucking weird.
It's not my fault that you don't know what the word domestic means. And Keegan walks out the room before she can say
What the fuck
anything.
is a domestic? I thought that was a type of violence.
I kind of just look at the doorway, look at you, look at the doorway, look at you, and just like shrug my shoulders and go, oh.
Keegan's
And
like
just
walking.
walk away as well.
Kika's like walking with that little like bounce that certain little birds do. She's got that little bounce to her step today.
I like that we've started this D&D session and decided to make it feel as bad as possible. We're like, we came here to do violence.
Yes. This was
The psychological war.
We have to let Kay know that his actions have consequences. I'm gonna go check.
Are you winning this psychological war?
No. I'm gonna go check in the side room where we put this stranger that we found and see if there is any change in them.
Okay, can someone remind me about the stranger, because I fully have no memory.
We found like a gith. We were. It was advised that we go to quarantine, and we found this guy in like a gith, almost like cryopod-esque kind of thing.
Yeah.
I have got it written down in my notes, but funnily enough, apparently Google Drive is down and won't let me open my notes. Wild, never had that happen.
Horrifying.
Yeah. I believe he was. He looked like he was an Earth genocide of some kind, very heavily built.
Coming back.
Lots of armor and stuff. I made a point to make sure that we grab everything out of the cryopod, which I believe Kika actually has. And we identified that he was like level 9 held person, and we were like, oh, so we just brought him with us because we couldn't do anything about that yet,
Yeah.
and left him here. So,
Howard held.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, I think yeah, because I remember we tried to find more information from it, but we didn't really succeed very well. And I think
No.
we had a bit of an idea, but we weren't like smart enough to really figure out all of it out. So there's still many questions about it.
Thanks for the recap, gang.
No worries.
That from memory.
Time to go and wash my clothes at the stream. For once, I think. For the first time in probably
Your
months.
clothes and pose jacket.
Yes.
That's true.
Oh, well, no, it's not post jacket anymore. I have. It's the one of many pockets, isn't it? Because
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
because I had my jacket, which I then ripped. Then Poe gave me their jacket. Then I got the then I got the coat of many pockets, and then I gave
Don't
the
have my
jacket back
fucking
to you.
jacket back.
I gave it back to you.
Gave
I'm
it back.
pretty sure I gave it back to
Yeah,
you.
they did, yeah. And then they got the replacement.
And then I got the replacement one,
I gotta
the po-
change my Hero Forge model.
of which I never even. I think I've checked like one pocket in this pocket, this coat of many pockets. I think one of them I've checked. That's it.
It do be like that
There are
sometimes.
many pockets. In this pocket are many things. Right. You go towards the door, you peek in, and the figure's more or less like where you left them, kind of like pressed, like sat against like this back wall from where you are, just like head down in a bit. And the room is, I'll move you. It is in fact that the room.
That room is where
You're
we
in
got
the
to.
kitchen. You've fucked off.
Uh,
You are being berated by a bird while you
yeah. Kika is kind of just like, I mean, she's doing Kika things. She doesn't know, basically. So she's like, I don't know if you can hear me or not. I don't know because I've not really experienced this kind of spell before. We're gonna try and see if we can help you. And she's kind of like, is a little unsure about touching, but is trying to look and is like, are their eyes open? They definitely are still alive, right? But she's just like, oh.
Their eyes are closed.
Okay. I'm nervous about trying this without anybody here. I don't know if I'm gonna mess it up or not. But yeah, we're gonna try to help. I don't know if you can hear me.
They seem unresponsive at present.
Okay, what did they do? Right, identify. Okay. And Kika is going to use her Archon magic to try and cast Identify, which she has seen one do several times.
Nice.
Oh,
So DC 11.
Okay. Archon roll.
Don't roll a 1.
Hope I can roll like that later. That was a 19. Jesus.
So-
Well, I know how to cast
Yeesh.
Identify.
So, thankfully, a very risk-free spell, so it goes off flawlessly. You perform Identify. You can tell there's multiple magical items on this person, but the spell is what you were focusing on. And it is indeed a spell. You have understood the concept of whole person, but in the same way that Firebolt is a primogenitor to Fireball, this is that equivalent of, this is a much more potent spell than its more minimalist counterpart. This spell straight up freezes a person more or less in time, not quite in time. Time seems to pass for them. They don't seem to have any indication of that. But what they are is just fully enabled to act, move,
Mhm.
engage. Even telepathy might not like reach through to this person.
Oh no. Okay. So maybe you can't hear me. Okay, this is. Okay.
It doesn't seem to cause or be a thing that would cause any kind of high damage if like attempts were to be removing of it. It's more of a, you've been caught in it, in the same way that the May spell does not do damage, but the fact that it is such a encasing trap that it doesn't need anything else. If it's got you, it's got you.
Okay. Pretty serious stuff. Okay. Right. Okay. We
You
should.
can
I
also
think...
mark down, if you'd like, that you know the concept of powered hold.
Make a note
Good
of
luck
that.
trying to fucking cast it, but You are aware such a spell exists.
Let's make a note of it here.
Best kind.
Aware of spell power word hold.
Howard hug.
No, that's an innate. You can cast that as a free action.
No, that's me when I fucking get you.
No, I have less than 100 hit points.
How dare you?
That means you will experience love. Suffer.
Okay, so
Suffer, you pouty bitch.
so I mean, saying that it's not serious isn't right. She's still mostly just talking to herself more than talking to the person.
Mhm.
It's making her feel better. So it is serious, but like not serious in like a bad like a hurting kind of way. But we should try to get rid of it. Okay, I think working together maybe. I mean, I've only tried something this high once. Okay, yeah, I don't want to try anything alone until we can like try together. Okay, but okay, I guess you're okay. I just don't know if you can hear me, but we're gonna try and fix this today. Okay, we're gonna try and help you. I will be back. My name's Kika. I don't know if you can tell that, but okay. She leaves the room to go back to the kitchen.
Okay. You go back to the kitchen. Just.
Okay, they are still the way that they were.
Good
That is a big spell. That's gonna be hard to remove, but we'll try.
Okay. Were you talking to me? Yeah. I kind of look around and I'm like, you should probably go find one then.
Yeah, I think so.
Big spell.
Yeah, I
Hey,
think.
Serenus, did you leave that letter down for anyone else, or did you just fuck off with it?
Oh, yeah. It's probably still with me when I go to the river, being truthfully honest.
You stupid bastard.
Look,
You know
I was
what?
I
Actually,
assumed that was part of why you went.
I thought that was intentional.
I thought we were playing keep
You know
away.
what? You know what? If you're gonna do that, then fine. We're gonna zoom to you for a minute. You fuck ass. You are preparing yourself at the river, and you've no shame to it because you pseudo have no shame. You have mostly stripped to clean the clothes, armor, gear, anything you've got. Just be like, right, polish it off or do whatever. And I won't insult your high passive perception by making you roll, but I'll give you a description. There's been times where, and you've known this yourself, where a twig is broken while someone or something is by a river, and that thing shoots up into attention and alertness and awareness. And you do this. But it is not because a twig breaks. It's because a tree snaps. And you can just hear now what was previously somewhat muted about 100 foot away, going up against the river's current, but not in it, but against the side of it. You can just see this massive, brawlic individual, just broad as probably an ogre nearly by some comparison. Tall as well, maybe like 7 foot, if not more. Spiked armor with a large spiked helmet and this like long hanging like it would be an insult to call it a tabard. It'd be an insult to call it anything but someone just grabbed a curtain and swung it across this person's neck. But it's fully covered head to toe in armor, and this is this moment where you pause because you're not sure if that's one of the abominations or not. But they're a distance away. What do you do?
I am going to grab everything all the clothes that's on the ground. I'm gonna wild shape into to a wolf. I'm gonna bolt back as quickly as animally possible back to the house in sheer panic.
Fair enough. This figure looks quite slow, so you book it, you clear past it. If it does see you or not, does not respond or does not react to you. And while you're there, you've rushed back. You've cleared what would take most things 15, 20, 30 minutes in not even that time at all. And you run back into, as Kika is preparing to, oh, I should go find one. You just rush in as like a literal wet dog, shapeshift back in most of your clothes because you still gotta put them fuckers on, so you're half damn naked and you're covered in water.
I'm just gonna go. The thing bad, and I'm just gonna like,
Kika, you mute.
like, I'm gonna start like half heaving on the ground, just like,
Kate spreads a wing to cover Kika's eyes.
just like trying to catch my breath, like.
Kirk is like, like you can't see, but I am looking.
Ayo.
Thing bad.
Yes.
Abom-
Keep talking.
Abomination approaching.
Oh no.
You're gonna have to be so much more specific. Keep talking.
I don't know how to describe.
Just
Trying
a
to
lot
catch-
of detail, please.
Okay.
So I just kind of
sit-
like pan
sit
with
down.
like mushrooms and wild garlic off to one side, off of heat.
I'm just gonna like take it, just lean against the wall, like nearly fall to the ground a little bit. Okay, right.
Specifics, please, and thank you.
I went to the river to clean
Mhm.
my clothes. Like I look down and go, and then just shake my head. And there is a. I'm not too sure if it's the bomb. It was big. It looked dangerous, and it looked like it could.
So do
It
most
sounded like
things.
it snapped a tree in half.
Oh.
Yep. That came
With
with
its
being
arm.
big.
I mean,
Um,
are we talking like troll? Are we talking like giant ogre?
Yep.
I would love to give more details, but the moment I saw that, I kind of looked down. I just ran.
Oh.
Oh, fine.
You do look you down and realize you left the cloak.
Right then. You finish getting dressed. Parks like takes the crossbow. It's like you see the like, oh, we're no longer chill, thank God. Like,
Is it
Lever.
was it coming this way, or is it just existing?
I'm gonna get some high ground and see what I can see.
I mean, it was heading upriver towards us, so I'm gonna assume it's coming towards here.
Oh.
But as I said, and I kind of like while I'm half still getting dressed, I literally ran at full force. I do not know what it was in further details.
Pogs is like already halfway out the door, but just turns back and is like, "Look, I know this is kind of rich coming from me, but maybe hold the hostility for like a second. Yeah, I am very aware I'd be a hell of a hypocrite to shoot some sort of monstrosity coming towards this place.
That's why I asked, because like we're friends with some giants. It could be someone I know.
Let me go snoop. If it's someone I know, then we have to kill them. But
Before you run off, just as Carrick looks towards you, Serenus goes, have you seen one, or have you seen Runara?
I kind of think. And then I'm like down, kind of up again. No, I don't think I've seen them in. I'm trying to like piece my head together a bit, like still a bit panicked from what I just saw, and like I honestly don't know where they are. I haven't seen them in.
Motherfucker,
Yeah.
you read the letter. Make a deception check.
Oh, bitch, you know.
My
Yeah! That's
mean-
what I wanted.
I mean,
That's
it.
what I
I
wanted.
was about to roll for
Ignore that
Kayak.
public hits roll.
I was about to
That's
roll for
public
Kayak,
hits
but I was
roll,
like, do I
fine.
need to?
Why are you
Damn it.
rolling for Chaos as Vlakith, Das? Speak more on
Why?
that.
Why not? Gotta keep you guys on edge somehow.
Pay no attention to the Vlakith behind the curtain.
Why does part of me feel like the letter's just gonna like while I'm putting my clothes on, it just falls out onto the ground in front of everyone?
Yeah,
That sounds about right.
Just
that's what happens.
Just get it
And
half
Kirk-
on. Yeah.
Snatches it. It's just like,
I don't. That's nothing. That's I mean,
you
wow.
stupid bastard.
Wow. I mean, I didn't even
He's
realize.
like legit. He's legitimately like angry. He's like, you didn't fucking tell anyone.
Tell anyone what?
Renara's gone. She's gone to go and do some soul searching, it seems. And
Wait, what?
and one wrote this, and one went with her.
They're both gone? And they didn't say anything?
Oh, this is why I didn't want to tell people.
Well, too bad, because they'd have to find out, and better they find out now than get worried later.
Look, and I don't like. Look, I wanted people to have. I wanted Kika to have one day. That
She
was
can have
just
a day without worrying where they
normal.
are. She's gone home. She's in a very safe place.
She has to get there first.
Well, she went with one.
And there's some kind of unknown monster walking around the forest.
Yeah, Pox is pretending not to have heard this conversation and is just gonna get. If I have to cast Spider Climb, I have to cast it, but I'm gonna get as high up as I can get.
Right now, it's up to you whether or not you want to, but I don't think you really need to at this point.
No, I feel like getting high up in this place is like what is going to
Easy.
become an art of hers.
This
and
is like
I'm
God
just-
of War. Everything's got like a little bit of an apron or something that you can climb
it's got
up
like
to,
the slight
easiest-
yellow tint.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna suppress those feelings and get up as high as she can because monsters is easier than that.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Yeah.
Aw. Whoa,
Focus
feel
on the
feelings be
monster
upon
and
you.
repress
No.
what I'm feeling. Focus on
No.
the monster and repress what I'm feeling.
Yeah, as much as I could lucky that, I feel like that's correct. Yep. I'm
You don't
getting
see
away
them.
getting away from that conversation, and I'm not feeling anything about it. I feel very normal about it.
Mm.
Ugh. And then just with a massive sigh, I finally got all my clothes on. Take out one of my stones, throw it up, kind of catch it. Be like, right. Oh. I'm kind of look at Kika. I'm sorry. I just wanted you to have a day without stress.
Thank you.
I wanted all of us to be honest.
I
But
appreciate that, but she'd have worried all day.
you have a point. Well,
Also, I know you. You wouldn't have spent the day relaxing like someone wants you to do. You'd have been running around looking for your friend, getting more and more frantic as you couldn't find them. So, no, actually. No.
Higa takes some
Also-
steps over to Serenus and gives him a little hug. Thank you. I appreciate that you were trying to help.
I'm just kind of like pat your head and things like that, ruffle your feather a little bit. Right, let's go find out what this thing is, and I'm just gonna like walk towards.
We should
the...
stay together because there's
Yeah,
less of us now.
kind of walk towards the doorway.
Already gone.
Yeah.
Keegan
I
knows she
don't-
can't convince
Well,
you
I was
otherwise.
like,
Here.
I was like, like, you know, like not going too quickly towards the door, you know, just kind of like small walk while they, kind of
I
look
forgot
back,
the
like,
door was up
are you
that way.
coming along?
Eric, like just taps you like, do you want to go try and wake that person up?
I guess I have to now, because it's just me.
You're not alone. You have me as well.
Okay.
Got your back.
Okay.
And you get a bardic inspiration dice. By
Oh.
brotherly support.
I'm gonna
Woe
go
betide
try.
you, brother be upon thee.
Okay. I mean, I just said that we should stick together, but I guess they're already gone.
Yep.
Do you want to go with them, or are you gonna come with me?
No, I'm with you.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Right.
with you. I'm never leaving you.
I know. Thank you. Okay. Let's go help this person out then, if we can. So I guess Kika's gonna just doing the nervous talking again of like, hi, I'm back. I still don't know if you can hear me. I have my brother with
As
me
per my
now."
last email.
I have my brother with me now. The friends that I thought would be able to help us aren't here at the moment. So it's just gonna be me. I hope that I can do this. I'm gonna try my best. And okay. And remembering the thing that happened when they got him out of the pod, she's gonna make a point to like stand to the side, like not directly in front of them. Pending any
Eric is
sudden
also-
sporadic movements in the forward motion.
Character's also going to give you Fox's cunning with enhanced ability.
1 second.
Sorry.
So you get advantage to this check.
Okay.
As it is an intelligence check, I believe. For you, is it intelligence or is it charisma?
I'm a warlock. It's charisma based.
Okay. Flip it.
The other one.
It's going to give you the charisma one.
The charisma one. Okay.
The charisma one.
Okay, so Kika is going to have to try to replicate a dispel magic at 9th level to try and get rid of this. She's only tried to do
Eagle
a 9th she's
Splendor.
only tried to do a 9th level spell once and it didn't work.
Nope. So, dispel magic. You have seen it cast. You do not know how to cast it. And you're doing this at 9th level. So, 3rd level, uppy downy for seeing it but not knowing it personally, and then plus 9, 22.
22. Okay. Just do what I did before. Just do what I did before. Not like that.
You have a
what is
inspiration
KX? What
dice.
is KX die? Because
It's a D8.
he's on a D8.
Yeah. I think he's on a D8.
Need to roll 3 or higher.
A 3.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to do a bit of a description, so just let me play this for a minute.
Sure. Okay. If you wanted to describe it.
Another caved in chest crumples down in front. The frantic scream of war abound until a figure older than time who can rival the gods put her full attention against you and deemed hold. Since that time your eyes were closed and time passed. You do not know for how long. Maybe it was an extended period. Maybe it was only a few moments. Until a chill washed about you. And maybe time passed, maybe it wasn't, but that chill pulled away from you like a sea, but you still rigid in all things, could not flex or move or anything. You could feel yourself being supported so that you did not fall. You could see yourself and feel yourself being lifted as people talked. The roars of combat, a dragon. Nulak's laugh, which causes your heart to race if it could, but could not in its casing. You feel cold as stone at your back for a night. Until a little soft voice comes into you in the morning, whispering frantic descriptions of how they're going to help you. Minutes pass and raised voices are heard. Until she returns and she is not alone. Okay, would you like to describe your character?
Oh, yo, hey.
He's your boy.
Yeah.
So
you'll see
fairy
him,
wizard, right? We agree.
out of the suit of armor, a little fairy flies out. Oh yeah, this is just the no no.
It's Puck!
Yeah.
was
He's
Also,
also here.
very large in stature, sort of quite tall, at 6'7", very muscular, athletic build. A dark, almost like coal-like skin, like dark grey, black skin. Similar color hair with sort of specks of brown and specks of white in it. Some slight, like, quite weathered on his face, like he's definitely seen some years. Just wearing a very heavy suit of armor.
And I confirm
Effective.
as well, is the hair back, is it more like a stony wiring than it is anything else, or is it more like just
It,
like hair as if hair was like sculpted on on like a
it
marble
is
statue?
no, it is hair as like we know it. Just
Okay.
colorization wise, it's very stone-esque, dark colored,
Cool, cool.
but with obviously specks of what could be grey through age. Um, and yeah, just wearing a very, very heavy set sort of suit of what looks like plate armor, but sort of dark and sort of almost stony in places. And you'll notice sort of around the wristbands, the belt, and on the chest piece, lots of runes carved into the armor. And yeah, I'll just sort of, as the spell drops, I'll just sort of fall to my knees, like the weight of the armor being a little too much in this moment that I'm not used to,
You can feel the tiles underneath you just crack
and just
as you
heavy
fall
breathing.
down. Your body is shaking. It's time has passed. But you were frozen in that second, even though you could tell time has passed. And your adrenaline is still up. Your ears are still pumping. Ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Now, as if in that moment where you were held, it was quiet. But all the weight of however long you've been is just into you.
It probably just takes a good couple of minutes before I even get the strength to muster any words at this point. It's just taking it all in. And I'm just there on my hands and knees, just heavy breathing, staring at the floor for just longer than I should.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Hey, you okay? Anything hurt? Can you hear us? Can you even speak common? I don't know. Hi, are they okay? Or what should I do? It
As you're
works.
there, that's the first thing is that Kara goes, "It worked. Well done. Can you hear us?" And Carrick does kind of interpose slightly between the two.
Brief moment of distraction as Kika's like, I cast a 9th level spell.
He'll probably say something in a language you don't really. Well, you
What language
don't
is it?
understand. It's Terran. but
Terran,
to
okay.
you-
We don't understand it,
Uh,
but we'd probably recognise it because air
yeah.
and earth are.
It's like a
Yeah,
British
yeah.
person recognizing French.
He'll
like-
probably say something briefly, and they'll be like, "Yes, I can hear you. I could always hear you." I'll stop trying to push myself up on the edge of the bed or whatever's next to
You're-
the other side.
You're just like sat, like it's more like an empty space, more or less. As you're like trying to pull yourself up, you just see like, because you're still looking down mostly, like at yourself. You can just see these golden bird hands and arms like slowly reach over, like underneath your armor bit, like easy, easy. Oh, you are heavy.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
A little blue and purple sparkly hand appears that is holding a little water skin. Yeah. You're probably thirsty. It's just water.
I'll just take a little sip.
It's clean. It's fresh. Cold. It is cold here.
Where am I?
You're in a keep in the Neverwinter Forest. It's a little rundown. It's a fixer-upper.
You're on the material plane.
Yeah. On the material plane. It's starting to become very important to specify that to people.
That's just a very quick question. Where was I when I got held? Was I at that place or was I back at?
I
You
will
hear the
tell
capital
you-
letters slot into place there.
One sec.
Oh,
That's a proper noun.
That
Yeah.
place.
Oh no, by that place I meant where you got me from.
Yeah.
You
Mhm. I don't know you anymore.
I don't know at what point they was like, you got to be stopped.
I can tell you how far you got, and that's where you last were.
Sure, just try and know where I'm supposed to be, or what the last place I remember.
That's how far you got.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you
Kay
can
just
talk
made
about-
such a face.
and that's hold on. Yeah.
That's in the astral sea.
Okay. Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Famously, a great place to be for an extended period of time.
We know
I
the
think
astral
it's
sea.
great. You don't.
I think
It's
what's
great. You don't age.
yeah, but what's more concerning about that though is it's not like where they came from, as Dash just said. It's where they last remember. So they
Hello?
could be somewhere else from there. That's just the last thing they
Oh,
remember.
we'll get to this. Let them
We'll
do their
get to
intro.
that, yeah.
Patience. You're still getting dressed. Anyway.
Right. I pushed myself up to my feet. Thank you for freeing me from whatever held me, but I need to get back.
Back to where? What happened to you?
I was going to. I had to go and find my son.
Oh. Because, like, feathers flatten a little bit.
And he's still lost. I need to go find him.
Oh.
Did the Gith have them?
Mm-hmm.
You were at a Gith crash. That was where we found you.
Hmm.
There wasn't... It was just you.
Yeah, that's not where I was. At least not where I was before.
Where were you
Oh,
before?
I almost had him. I was there.
There's a slight pause, and you can see the dots connecting in Kika's brain, and she sort of like nervously takes a little step forward, just like, is he? Are you important?
Well, I wouldn't like to big myself up, but I guess he's important if they've took him.
The
I
Gith,
don't know why.
we kind of, the Gith have taken people from us as well, and they've been important, and they've all had something in common.
Oh,
Well, a lot of them have been, well, princes.
a lot of them have?
And not just from the material plane either. Multiple planes. If you don't mind me asking, your home plane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm from Terra. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, we have several close friends. A couple of them are from the material plane, but there's also one who is from a car in the plane of air, but also has ties to the Feywild. But we learn, well, we don't know them personally, but we learned that a lot of other planes were also struck this way. So I guess we're looking for the same people in a way.
Okay.
And you got close. That means you can help us.
I mean, I was in the right place.
So you got close.
Oh, I mean, I didn't not close enough to like grab him, but I made it to the city. In the
You
Astral
did?
Sea. Uh-huh.
How? That's really important. We need to let people know. There are people who are going to want to know how you did that. We could help. We could do it again.
Okay.
Sorry. This is a lot to take in, and it's important.
We as
Giga,
people,
are you
we care about
coming?
that.
You see her feathers like fluff up.
We have 2 other friends here with us right now, and a Warforged who is currently in a meditative state.
Right.
Also, something weird is coming near us.
Oh,
that-
Gordon, yes. Oh no. Yes,
That
no.
one of our
Something
friends seemed
weird?
to have seen big. It's like someone took like he's described as big metal, like covered in metal and somewhat intimidating. Honestly, not gonna make an assumption, but like how I'd imagine it would be if you walked out of the woods at me in the middle of the night, I'd go,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's terrifying."
Well, I guess you read
Do
me
you want me
from
to
well,
show your
so...
character sheet to everyone, by the way, and show
Yeah, you
off?
can do. Yeah.
Give me
By
the
the way,
yes.
what? By the way, what is your name?
Oh, you can call me Ven. Well, Edel Ven, but call me Ven.
Ooh.
I get to kick the butt.
Oh, baby, let's go.
Let me
And
see that.
okay. The
Zoom in
first-
and enhance.
Yep. Let me.
That's
eh.
I can put a full picture in the Discord.
Yeah, you may now put the full picture in.
Where did I save it?
I can't see them under the player characters, so I can't click on them.
Yeah, they can
Really? I thought I just showed them to you.
It did not
Nope.
pop up on my screen.
If you have it set so that it's only in their journals, if it's only in Kay's
Right.
journal, even if you press show to players, it won't work.
It's in the
No,
voice
I
chat
have it.
text channel.
There it is.
Hang on a sec.
There it is. Yo, look at that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you freed me from where I guess I should return the favour. I'll just tighten up my gauntlets at the straps and I'll just walk out.
Okay. As
Oh.
we pan up from you guys, as you're there, we zoom back down, and there is Runara. Sorry, not Runara. Sorry. God. I'm so
Definitely
used
not.
to seeing you on the. Sorry, I just had a K scene, and it took years to wire Varys out of my head.
Gotta do it again.
I'll fucking do it again. As you 3, it pans away. We go to Poe, and we go to Serenus. Serenus and Poe, what are you doing at the doorway?
I'm up on the roof. I'm up on, like, well, not the roof. That's overstating the structural integrity of this
You're
building.
in a canopy somewhere.
I'm on top of a broken piece of wall trying to get a perspective, and I'm definitely not blinking away tears,
Yep.
which I don't experience.
Mhm.
You morph into something without tear ducts.
Oh, by the way, speaking of, I'm gonna morph into Presence, if you remember Presence, the one that's like, dark with when the crown was like part of the skull, so it was like
There we
very
are.
jagged, very sharp, like slightly longer fingers,
got it,
dual
got it.
tail.
By the way,
Yeah.
I like to imagine you've probably just realized that next to you on this canopy is just cat preening itself.
Yeah, Cat's still here, FYI.
Put my hand out to Cat.
It would top on,
Cat
I
just like
imagine.
hops onto it a little bit and just like pecks it slightly.
If you are watching, I'll forgive you one day. And just kind of like throw.
How you deal with birds?
and then you just hear like heavy tread on soft grass. Just boof, boof. And Poe, you see this. Serenus, you're kind of like where you are as well.
Yeah, coming out the door
Um,
eventually.
Yeah. And no, you guys are here for a hot fucking minute. Just that dispel magic
Yeah.
took a minute too.
Oh
But
yeah.
you're
yeah.
here
Oh,
for
yeah.
a period of time. Because bear in mind, you full sprinted. What you
True,
realize the
true.
thing is that the thing approaches you is it does not seem to go fast normally. It is just a big trudging, plated individual. And I have 1 sec now. I think this art will do. It's not quite the right one, but this art will do.
If I
That's what
don't
you see.
immediately recognize them, I'm gonna say something.
You see them approaching and they have that designed to them, this large heavy form, but you can just see that they just very they're not gripped roughly, but they're just holding the cloak, like the jacket, in one hand, looking around, legitimately, like as you've seen many times in a tavern, somebody lost their jacket and someone's trying to like find the person
I'm
who lost their jacket.
gonna jump down so that I like can be up there. I can be visible.
Okay.
And I'm
Starts like approaching you, just like pointing.
I'm gonna just look at them and just have a moment of like, okay. And kind of yelling out across the distance. Why have you come to Sanctuary?
Nemo, would you like to introduce your character?
I was so hoping.
Yeah.
Knew it was. It looked like something.
It was an
Nemo would
eldritch
do.
abomination working through the woods. It's just Nemo.
It's just Nemo.
It's
The
just
moment,
Nemo.
I saw the image, I just went, that has Nemo written all over it.
You cannot see the face. Numero uno. Scary.
Numero uno.
Friend shaped.
Has a lot of physical and emotional baggage.
Yeah,
Hasn't
it's
said a
your
word.
jacket.
I mean, that's just a D&D character.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, Nemo, you can talk now. We've roasted you enough.
Go on.
You see this. You probably see it better now. It is that picture, but you do see it has like this massive
So many big
Fekov tower
friends.
shield as well,
Big.
and it is heavy and slow. Like Das said, it's leaving like, especially with it being misty and it being soil, it is leaving footprints the whole way it's been.
7'2" brolic head ass.
So many big friends now.
We now have
What to
Lorge.
do?
We have two small and multiple Lorge.
Winnick's gonna wake up, realize he's now the third biggest person in the party. Go, this is some bullshit.
What the fuck? Yep. Yeah. What do you say? If you say anything. Do you
It's-
speak?
Thank you.
It is holding. It sort of holds the cloak up, as in a gesture of this is what what I've here for. But also you hear it just go, hail. You know that's a
Hail?
greeting.
Or hell?
Hail, as in a greeting.
Oh, I misheard you. Greetings.
It starts,
Hello.
continues trudging along slowly. It's coming towards you.
Do I like? Okay, I can't better. Do I think? I'm so sorry. Do I think this thing is intelligent? Do I think it's sentient, or do I think it is programmed?
Winnick's right there. That's so rude.
No, but
Like,
like,
you being so racially insensitive.
Are we racially
bitch.
profiling Warforges right now?
You of all people can't racially profile anyone. You're every race.
no, but you know.
Anyway,
It's mostly
They
a big
just
part of what it's
vocalize.
doing seems to
Yeah.
be getting closer so it can better talk to you.
That's fine. I was misreading the physicality in my imagination.
It hasn't drawn a weapon, although you do see a flail on its hip.
Neither has Pox,
tied.
actually.
But yeah, it is stomping along. But it's very much not like showing threatening behavior. It's very much of I'm trudging here. I've been trudging for a long time. I yelling at you is tiring. Let me trudge a bit closer.
Extremely valid. Carry on. But yeah, Poe's just gonna just slowly have that whole thing where like every step they take, the scale has to be recontextualized. Like,
Yeah,
oh
this thing
nope,
is
you're bigger than I
7'3".
thought. You're bigger than I thought. No, you're still bigger than I thought. And
And
I'm
it's
on
built
a
like a
platform.
fridge.
I'm on a set of stairs. It doesn't matter.
It is looking you in the eye, and you are several steps up.
I kind of put my hand out for said cloak, even though it is not mine.
It trudges close and close and hands over the cloak. It's like, "Is this yours?"
I kind of look at Serenus out the corner of my eye, and I'm like, I think this is yours.
I kind of pick it up and have a
You see the
look.
man who was half naked earlier peer behind outside of a wall.
I kind of just kind of like walk over slightly, like bit like hands like on my sides, gripping something, like shuffling a little bit, cautious, kind of grab cloak, look at it. Yeah, this is mine.
Left near river. Sorry, it's damp.
Kind of just like slowly, just just put it and like just put it on one of the destroyed walls. Just like put it to the side slightly. Wipe my hands on my chest. What do you want? Like why did you come here?
Serenus.
You left coat.
Wait,
Thought you would miss it. Cold and wet.
kind of like start to relax a little bit. Wait, so you walked the entire way here because of my coat?
Yes. Well, was looking for something. Not sure what. But
Oh, you found something.
specifically, coat, yes. I'm going to sit down. And it just sort of thuds itself on the stairs.
Poe, Serenus, you both go up slightly.
I have to not
It
metagame so hard right now.
It is the Looney Tunes bop.
Ooh,
Is
okay.
this place
I'm in the room.
important? Is it okay
No.
to sit here?
Yes.
Yeah, you can sit there.
Anyone who needs it is welcome in Sanctuary.
As you say that, 3 people come around the corner ready for a fight.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Which, by the way,
I
as you say this, just like, cause he moved first, out first comes the figure that was frozen, is not frozen, and has the fist up. It's rare that you have to crane your head to look at someone. It's rarer when you must do so at someone sitting.
Eagle, where were you?
Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting to fight something that big.
Okay,
I'll,
whoa, no fighting.
It hears fight, and it's like, and it stands up again, raises shield.
No, okay.
But-
We're good.
What is happening?
Just... What was your name? Sorry?
My name is Gorthak.
Okay. This...
In common. I suppose the closest would be Two Tusk.
Two Tusk? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Two Tusk.
Two Tusk. I misheard you. Okay. Two Tusk here just needed a place to sit for a while.
Orthwack has been revealed.
Who are
in
you?
The party area.
So pointing. Oh shit! Now I've got to remember the new name.
Adven.
Fuck me.
Yep.
Adven.
Hi, this is Ven. I unfroze them. This is the person we found in the Gith crash. They know important information. Hello, you're very large. You're both very large, actually. I'm small. Hi. This is interesting.
So okay, this is in theory this is my place, but I consider it a sanctuary for anyone who needs it, and you both kind of seem like maybe you do.
No, quite the opposite.
My
need to
character's looking at the shiny bird. You're shiny. Sparkly.
Yes.
Then points at Kayak. You're like me.
Elaborate on that.
Very
Speak more.
heavy.
Oh,
Call me fat.
you son of a bitch.
No. It's just surprising for what looks like bird to be so heavy.
I'm more concerned how you can tell how dense I am from looking.
You can see it from space.
You are
I sort
quite,
of
quite
You
built.
bang my armor and myself. Heavy recognizes heavy.
Well, apparently I'm the fucking lightweight of you three now. Fucking hell. And looks at Sarah and says, fucking hell.
Still,
Kayak, you don't have to be so upset about it, especially because you know it's a contest that none of them will win.
It's funny though.
don't know about that.
We can test it later.
No, we
Everyone's
won't.
secretly dragons.
No, we won't.
The armor he's wearing is also very interesting in that it's dark, but especially when the light hits it, there's green to it, which I don't know how well people know their metals around here, but that speaks to a very specific kind of metal.
Hmm. Is it actually like shiny or is it verdigris?
Oh no, you've activated her. What?
Science brain is trying to remember.
Is it shiny or is it verdigris?
For those of you who know, this holds the properties of adamantite.
Yeah.
Which, then you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
It's also kind of intimidating that this is somebody this big. You could armor an entire wagon in the amount of metal on this man.
Also, out
And
of
it's clearly
character.
custom made for this thing.
Also, out of character. Can I check? Two beautiful boys.
What are your pronouns?
What are your pronouns? You have a suit of armor. I can't even make a guess.
Oh,
Pick
male.
any. Yeah.
Yeah.
With two beautiful boys. Yeah.
My boys.
My beautiful boys.
I mean, that's
We've
dope.
changed my girls for my boys.
I feel equivalent exchange.
She's a downgrade. I'm sorry.
I've seen them both. Like, it is like just like meals at a buffet. Are either of them good? No. Am I getting either one when I can? Yes.
D&D.
That's the point.
Spicy.
Just like like for like again, you guys who have not said like this like strange looking like devil shadow just like has a moment of like going from I am in charge to complete exasperation. Like, okay, what is the opposite of sanctuary then? What are you here for? Van.
I'm here to go back to get my son.
This was important. Their son was taken by the Gith. Exchanges meaningful look.
Some of those are mean.
Correct.
They are. You've met them as well. I mean, they're all over the place at the moment.
I mean, they are quite mean. Yeah, no, they've got a point.
I don't know much about them.
Can I ask, where are you from?
Who are you asking?
Tusk.
Oh, I'm not sure. Exactly. I only learnt my maps after leaving. I'm good with maps now, but I come from a tribe in a forest near
This
elves. I don't think so.
Which forest? I know a
learnt
few
my
forests.
maps later. I was just sort of wandering. And then, now I know maps. If I found it again, I would know.
Oh.
And I was in a place for about a year while I had this armor made.
Who made you that armor?
I mean, it's very impressive.
That is a very good question. Today, my memory says they were a dwarf, but I also remembering them as an elf, and many other things.
Giga's head is like slowly turns back towards Poe.
I just mouth wasn't me.
I think my memory.
Motherfucker, we've been pulling you for it.
Didn't hear a word you said then, Das.
I think my memory may have been altered on purpose.
Oh.
But they were very nice, I think. They seemed to like. They wanted me to look how I wanted to look.
That was very kind.
It was. I wanted to thank them, but I couldn't find them again.
I mean, we could try to help with that. If you need help remembering. Maybe.
It's okay. If they don't want to be found again.
That's very possible.
I suppose so.
So, for you're welcome to stay as you need. We may not. We have we're needed elsewhere in the war against the bad Gith. I guess that's what we do.
War?
Yes.
That's
very
what
much
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Is that why I keep seeing hurt critters? Or critters?
Quite possibly. There's a lot of things that have been really disturbed by this. Both just by the Gith, but also, like, the planes themselves are really unstable, and it's causing a lot of havoc everywhere.
We probably shouldn't say the Gith, Black Gith specifically. Hyper specifically.
How long? Sorry, just while we're on the subject, how long has the war been going on for?
Are you asking us or the DM?
No, I'm asking the characters.
Well, the characters would know, but DM, what is the in-game time frame? Because for us, it's been about 3 years.
Hey, Daff, what is the in-game calendar date?
No. For you guys, out of character, it's closer to 5 years out of
Jesus.
character.
I'd say
The
that.
Time
the
is
game's
fake.
playing.
Time is fake, and
Because
Bloodstone is 10 years
2019
old.
In character.
Caucasus,
I thought
How
you
long
meant.
is it-
Yeah, I had a
No, no, no.
in
malfunction there for a
character,
second.
it took about a month, like month plus, to get all the way up to like Bryn Shandar in that area.
Hmm.
And between that and everything else, this is going to sound quite wild. It's probably been closer to 3 months, like 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
Like
So
it is
that's
baby of 3 or it's the max of 2.
So that's like 3 months since season 1, effectively in
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Okay. How long since? So this is a question for the DM as well. How long was it since season 1 till when the last thing I remember?
Oh.
Just so I know in my head how long.
How long ago was
Yeah.
the attack on Neverwinter for you?
Uh-huh.
For him, which is a fair point.
I mean, he was there, so.
I don't know that. I just met you.
Given the fact that you had gone to the Astral Sea and proved enough of a problem that you had to intervene personally, about a year for you of just kicking as you just doom guy.
Oh, so
you went through a portal.
Right, so it's been a year for me because some of that was in the Astral Sea and time's funny.
Time's funny though.
Right, understood. Okay.
Plainer things mess with time.
Okay.
Wars are annoying. Home was always fighting.
Sorry about that. That's not very nice. Yeah, there's a lot
It
of.
wasn't.
I wish people would stop fighting so much.
My
Okay.
people really didn't like elves. I don't know why.
Oh shit, I was making breakfast. Do you guys want breakfast?
Yes.
That was
There's
very
food.
quick.
Oh,
Sure.
God, please.
Yep.
This
Yep.
thing eats. Just kind of like look up at
I've already made this boo
We might need more rabbits.
I can do that.
I like rabbits.
Might need more
Not-
berries.
There we go. I'm gonna get some more puffball mushrooms. I was gonna prep some of them for the road, but turns out I'm cooking them now.
Okay.
Roll a d20 to try and save the food that you've left on the stove.
She did say she took it off the stove, to be fair.
She took some of it and put some more on. So there's some of it saved, but save what's on the stove.
Uh-oh.
Also,
20.
this is funnier.
I can pay for food. Let me just.
In what way?
That's an
It's
interesting
not
thing to
feeling-
say, because we didn't.
Mildly burnt. Mildly burnt. Like that way, it's edible. It's edible. It's edible.
It's just char.
Pox, but I want to be so clear. Pox can't cook well. This was ever going to be edible food. Pox can make food to survive and knows what wild garlic is. That's
Possibly just the concept of dinner's ready. Is it good? It is hot and it is ready.
It is food.
It's going to be 2 out of the 3 things at any one time. It cannot be all 3.
no.
Right, okay, we have a friend who is in, I guess, I don't know, we haven't really named a lot of the rooms because gestures
There aren't rooms yet.
gestures at building. But we have a friend inside. He is meditating? Bit unresponsive at the moment, but he seems to be fine. So just, I don't mind him, I guess.
We'll stomp in after you, and when we get to the kitchen and a table,
Doors are an issue for you.
Oh.
yeah,
You are
it takes
not
some
small.
maneuvering.
You can break them more if you want. I'm gonna have to move everything around anyway.
It's surprisingly trying to be very delicate.
Oh,
It's just very
China shop.
Yep.
but like how they are in real life, where they are actually very gentle and trying to move around things.
Yeah.
Yep.
When it gets to the table, it puts like a chest on the table, and it is like ka-thunk.
Thump.
Like
It
a
opens-
treasure chest.
Yeah. How many coins?
None. This is sanctuary.
Oh, are
This
we
is not.
paying?
No,
I'll
no,
pull out
no,
a coin
no,
purse.
it's fine.
No.
No, it's fine.
I open the chest, and there is like a shit ton of gold in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Just
And you
carry-
don't-
You're
and
just
you
carrying
don't-
that around?
who's gonna rob him? Look at the size of him.
To pay for things.
Did they give you that? The person who did your armor?
No. I wanted to pay them, but they said no.
So-
They wanted to make the rock into armor for me. It is very good armor. Don't know where they found the rocks.
Benevolence is a rare thing.
I pay for books and food, and I do work. And I get paid.
Hey, that's how I made it in this life for most of it.
That's good. That's good. You like books?
Thank you, Blue.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Did you see
I
it in
like
my
books a
mind?
lot.
I immediately went.
I'm
Books.
not good with books, but I get very focused on them.
Mhm.
Takes me a while, but I get there. Tribe didn't like books.
I love them so much.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Nemo's
We
made
have-
a character.
Two
Everyone
friends.
reads one and says, "You're not allowed to come back."
We have 2 new friends, 2 new beautiful boys.
Let me
Two big boys.
take off
The big boys.
my helmet. It will take a minute.
Do you need help?
So many latches and straps, and also
And
really big fingers. Not good for dexterity.
so you can tell this armor was very much designed so you don't get into it.
Oh.
And it's like a blessing that it has the benefit of already being inside of it, and it is some work to get out. Ah. Stop moving around so much. That tickles.
No.
The people have made a jump and I did not follow them.
And there are parts of the armor where it has gaps, mostly behind where the shield would be, because this thing needs to this thing needs vents, if only to breathe.
Mhm.
So it's not really open because it's behind the shield, but there is a gap. And as it's laughing, something comes out from behind the shield, and it prods its head around. And it's fairly big for what it is. And you notice this is a rather large beetle. Its
Say again?
coloration, it's a rather large beetle. Its coloration is like an off banana. You'd probably recognize this as a oversized rhinoceros beetle.
Male or
it's-
female?
I fucking hate you.
Horn.
It's important.
It's got a big horn.
Male.
If you played Monster Hunter, it looks like a kinsect.
Yep.
Nemo made this character for me, even though it's their character.
Silly friend, and I poke it gently. Then finally get the helmet off and drop it on the table, and you see what looks like a very standard orc.
Oh, separate. Completely. Okay.
It has two little tusks coming from its bottom jaw. And
Ah.
it is sweating. And even though it's cold, you get the feeling this thing isn't so much strong as it is extremely stubborn. It is strong, it is just more stubborn than anything.
What?
You-
I
Are you okay in there?
Oh, yeah, it's just very heavy. But I don't mind. I am very, very stubborn.
like what is the for me in my mind, what is the difference between size of person emerging from armor and armor?
Hmm.
Like, is it like a double the size situation?
I posted the little thing of the head, the shoulders.
Yeah.
Like, this armor is obviously big even for it, although it is a big creature to begin with. It is built it's very wide as far as you can tell. And it does have height to it, but yeah, the armor is clearly making it look even bigger. But it wipes its brow. It sits down at the table. The chair groans.
Oh, the chair goes. I'm sorry, the chair goes.
There was barely chairs to start with.
And it's like, sorry,
That's
we'll
okay.
pay for that.
No, it's okay. Everything here
This
is kind of
pub-
broken.
Everything here is broken, and also I didn't pay anything for it.
Even sat on the floor, it's still at table height, realistically. And then it pulls out a large tome, it lays it on the table, and you all immediately recognize this as a spell book.
I mean, I know the joke is that Kika has stars in her eyes, but she, like, you know, Steven Universe has stars in her eyes of, oh.
It's tacky and there's notes everywhere, but you can tell from a glance this is a wizard's spell book if there ever was one.
I need 5 business days to process everything you just said.
I don't, because I've known Nemo for many, many years.
Oh.
I was like, man, you're describing this character. I'm like, you're gonna take Case Thunder describing this character. And I was, no, it's a wizard. It's fine.
We'll get to you, motherfucker.
We've not forgotten about
You'll
you.
do it in a different, separate way.
I just want to go find my son. That's all.
Uh-huh. And
Perfectly
sure,
normal,
that's it.
Perfectly normal, unimportant son.
You didn't say he was unimportant.
It's
Yeah.
called to his son. Of course, his son matters. His son's very important.
His son is so important.
What kind of dad doesn't say that?
The shield, incidentally, doesn't seem to be adamantite, but it does seem to be some sort of enchanted shield.
What is the beetle situation?
Oh, yes.
That's not
And
Pox, that's me.
And it reaches around in its sort of arm guard area where there's a bit of a gap, and it taps a bit, and some what looks like rotten wood shavings come out, and yeah, the beetle can start eating. As that's what beetles like.
The spell "Find Familiar" comes to mind.
Yep, its back opens up and its wings spread and it flaps down and starts nomming on the rotten wood.
I knew I had to do fucking nothing this session.
yeah, that is exactly what Cake is doing with the table. You're picking up what I'm putting down.
I like look at Van with a look of just like complete befuddlement on an otherwise very scary face. You guys want food? Food.
Yes,
There's stuff
please.
like there's not really a plate situation. There's like a central a central thing that has fried stuff in it, and then like other bits. Anyone who doesn't eat meat, don't eat that. But otherwise, she just grabs like a rabbit leg and is just like, I'm gonna. Oh, yeah, we didn't. That's Kika.
Hi. Hi.
Yes, sorry. Who is everyone? Yes, sorry.
Sorry, yeah, a lot happened in this very short space of time. Hi. I didn't know if you could hear me before when you were frozen, but I did say hi.
Yes, sorry. It's
Yeah, a lot
it's a
happened. It's okay.
hazy.
No, yeah, a lot happened.
I'm Karik. I'm her brother.
Where's Serenus?
Come on, you unsocial fucks, talk.
Introductions.
I am.
That was Karik in character, FYI.
I halfway through shoving my face. Oh, I am. Oh, sorry. I am Gothak, and this is my bug friend. He is a unicorn beetle.
Yeah.
Do they have
Yeah.
a name?
Yeah, does he have a name?
Unicorn beetle.
Hi.
Beautiful
I
name.
mostly
Hi.
just call him Bug. Or Buggy. He seems to like that.
Bucky.
Hi, Bug. Hi. Hi, Bug. Ooh.
Holy shit.
Buggy is friendly. You can pat if you like.
Oh, a big gauntlet comes off, and I'm just like giving that little stroke on my finger.
Let it be
Karik goes to
known this is
stroke
the
it.
this is the only time that you'll see me going, "Aw, Bug," because I'm not like this in real life.
Fun fact, Karik tries to scratch it, and as he does, it flicks, and Karik goes flying over it, over your head. Whoopsh! Oh yeah, it's a beetle.
Beatles.
They can flip shit. But once you go for it, and it just like lets you pat.
I look at Serenus.
I'm just trying to comprehend the bug. I'm bugging and stuff
yourself.
like that. And I stand up. I am Serenus Stillwinds, and I look at Gorthax. I apologize for running away from you. And I just kind of look at him more. I did not really know how to react to you, and then I kind of like bow slightly. I do apologize.
It's okay. Most people haven't seen a unicorn anyway.
And I kind of like question my head, like,
Neither have I. I tried to ask for my armor to look like a unicorn, but I didn't know what one looked like. But I knew they had a horn. I imagine they look a bit like this.
and I'm just gonna look down, take my drink, and just sip it softly. And as I sit down, just
Karik is staring at Poe.
not really sure how to
And just-
comprehend that.
Just looking at the armor, you're like, this is an orc. This is an orc who has seen war horses in armor. Has heard that a unicorn is a horse with a horn.
With the horn.
Mm-hmm.
This is what an orc thinks a unicorn. This is what the orc thinks
Yep.
the unicorn might look like.
It reads.
Again, I've known you
Yeah.
for several years, so I know this character.
The return of the unicorn wizard,
It's the
ladies and gentlemen.
It's the unicorn wizard.
It is, in fact, the unicorn wizard updated.
What a time to be alive.
And do you know what the rest of your names, or it's just pointing at Kells?
Oh, this is funny. You can get several responses, and they're all right.
Do you want to just get this out of the way now?
Interesting.
What do you mean? No, yeah.
Know what I mean?
I've been trying to work out which name to say actually. Both in and out of character.
Our friend here goes by multiple names.
Like
Okay.
mostly by chance. But
Nice to meet you, Chance.
you know what? Yeah,
That is actually good.
That's
it
not
is
bad.
actually. I might add that I usually go for names starting with P,
Yeah.
but a chance is not bad.
We've started defaulting to Poe just because a lot of their names start PO. So it's like a good catch-all of like it just covers
Yeah.
them all.
I have been thinking of branching out more though.
Yeah, they're literally thinking of changing it up. So you wouldn't think what's your name would be a hard question, but it is. So
Okay, then not what is your name? What would you like me to call you?
Odile.
Odile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
okay.
Nice to meet you, Odile.
Nice to
Yeah.
meet you, Oil Dial.
Thank
really
you.
And you see it writing writing down Oil Dial.
I really thought you said Totodile, but I thought you cut out.
No. Odile's been on the list for a really long time.
Okay. Well, for those that
We
I've not spoke to,
We
go
also
on.
have a friend in the other room, Wittick.
Oh yeah, Whittick
But
is
he
I
is
point.
is
I
mad
pointed.
thing.
I pointed them out earlier. They're.
I know, but named introduction.
Yeah, I
Oh,
said.
he has a giant metal dog.
Yep. But yeah, there's a few other things we should
Interesting.
cover. The meta dog, which oh fuck, I've actually out of character forgotten his name.
Gone.
Gone.
Gom. Yeah, Gom. And then also if you see a bird that's like very insistent and ominous. No, I should be more specific. If you see a raven that's very insistent and ominous, it's called Cat.
Cat's still here?
A bird called Cat.
Cat was here.
Oh.
I don't know if Cat's. Can I look around and see if I see Cat?
Cat is currently
nope,
picking
nope,
things off of them. I'm sorry, you should control Cat. I'm not even there anymore.
I like that you can control Cat though. That's cute.
Here,
Cat is yours.
familiar.
If you like. Yeah,
It's
I
kind of
imagine
cute that you just get to control a
realize
bird.
It's just picking up random stuff that's fallen on the floor.
That's Cat. Cat is the familiar of a friend of ours who is not here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I have a friend as well, but they are currently resting.
There's a lot of weird shit going on with this party.
Mm-hmm.
You see Gorthak see Cat and sort of physically move a bit away from it while it's eating.
And Carrick was going to speak as well, so you go ahead.
So yes, you're welcome to stay here as long as you guys need. You're also welcome to stick with us if you want.
Keegan does sort of do the surprised look of you just said that.
so does O'Deal. But are we going straight to Waterdeep, or are we going Waterdeep via Neverwinter? Did we decide that?
We hadn't decided. We were going to send some messages, which I guess I have to do now.
I mean, Neverwinter's on the way.
It is.
But if we're going to Waterdeep, we'll come.
We can fly.
Oh my god, I forgot about the whale.
We have a
Wait,
flying
wait.
whale.
But it is a funny thing when you say it out loud. Yeah.
That's why I'm just saying it with as little context. Letting
Do
you
I-
process it.
Das, question.
Yeah.
The WoW from
Karen,
the Astral
You've
Sea.
seen them. You've seen them.
Oh.
Okay.
My
You've seen them in
character's
the
like,
Astral Sea. They're a native species.
I think I know what a whale is. But I didn't think they flew.
They don't. They
No,
really
they
don't.
do. There is actually a species of whale that flies.
It's a
but
specific type of whale.
They're not from here.
I like animals.
Have you guys
I'm-
been to the Astral Sea as well?
Kind of.
Not a choice.
Not by choice. Okay.
Mentally, if not physically.
Yeah, that question's a bit awkward. Kind of. Maybe.
We were in a tower that was in the Astral Sea.
Oh yes, there was also
Oh,
that.
There's that. Yeah, I was
Fuck,
thinking.
I'm the wrong
I
person to
was
do
thinking.
this.
I was thinking of something else, but yes, there was that. So I guess
Natural
technically,
nut.
yes.
Right. Okay.
Sort of, yeah. We are very much in this situation.
I think I've
Are you
definitely been there at least one other time.
Are you going back?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
You want company?
If you're offering.
Insight check.
Of course.
Because this look, okay, we've reached the limits of trusting. like
You are now
Pox-
willing to go to the dangerous place. Why?
Pox is trying so hard to be like, I want to make this place good and welcoming, but also at the same time, I am a paranoid motherfucker, and what the fuck is your deal?
What's the deal with you? Give as much as you want to give.
He seems to be quite sincere that he's
You
he's
whispered
going.
that, huh?
I rolled a charisma check.
Hey!
I rolled
I'm
an
sure
8.
you did. I'm sure you did.
He seems very sincere and very eager to go, and you get the sense that even if you're not going to go, he's going to go without you.
That's actually more reassuring than really wanting to go with us specifically, which is what I was afraid of.
He went alone last time and ended up back here.
I don't know that. I don't know you.
This is out of character. What do you get from your insight check?
My out of character insight check on you, my friend Kay.
Don't insight check the player
Motherfucker, you need to
ever.
roll a lot higher.
On Kay? No.
Oh, you're all 2 when you beat me.
What do you think Kay's IRL wisdom is? Come on now.
Wow, the shade.
Intelligence, not wisdom.
Mm-hmm. Two different
Technically,
stats.
it's charisma. We're all
Oh, charisma is the dumb stat for me, for sure. Like, I have a negative charisma IRL.
So, yes. I mean, you should come. We should go to Neverwinter, and you should come to Neverwinter with us because there's a lot of stuff we got to talk about.
Yeah, well, it's a long way for me to walk, so if you can fly, that'd be helpful.
Out of character. What is the carrying capacity of the whale?
Enough.
Okay. The whale can carry the party. The caveat is the whale could not carry.
It's basically the Rock, isn't it? But it's a whale, just reskinned.
Correct. And the Rock has an incredibly high strength score, as does the whale, by that proxy. The issue here is not whether or not they can carry you. It's whether those people on the back are liable to lean off.
Yeah.
Because you have people who
full.
You have 2 people, one of which is literally ground, and the other one who probably has very rarely ever left it.
As long as they stay centered.
Yeah. Should be fine.
Okay, well.
Yeah, and we can, whether or not you want to go with us onwards from there. Sanctuary to Neverwinter is a safe bet.
Are you all? You seem to be. Are you all nice to animals? I mean, not hunting, of course. One has to eat. And as if to point out, it actually grabs a bit of rabbit and stuffs it in its face. But, some people are mean.
It's true. It's true. Serenus is a druid.
That is correct.
Oh, druid. Have you ever seen a unicorn?
I have. Yes.
That's so cool.
I'm gonna look at the armor again and just like,
Fairness, buddy.
Yes.
How you doing?
Oh god.
So,
Correct
Leave.
response.
You're not welcome here, DM.
Correct
We're having
response.
fun time. You've been
Don't
very
come in
quiet.
here. Don't come in
Yes,
here with
I
that
have.
energy.
You're not welcome in my house. This is my house.
you come into my house to tell me how to redirect my furniture?
You gave me this house by no will of your own.
So That's where you got the house from. You stole it. You bitch. So,
I got it from a deck of things.
stuff I can't say on stream. Anyway,
Nope.
you hear in your ear the whining tuning of a sending spell. Sorry, and you hear, and it's Carp.
Ultimately?
Carp Alderleaf. Hey, I don't know if you get this, but are you near Fandolin? We need some help.
Uh-oh.
I
A
don't
hero
know.
needs help. And it cuts.
Huh. Am I the only one who heard this, or is it?
Standings, that's how the standing
Oh,
spell
yeah, it
works,
does,
my friend.
Yeah, sorry. I'll relay, like, kind of like look to the party, and relay this trouble. I just got a sending message just come through, guys.
As
Wow.
soon as you say trouble, the Gorthak has grabbed like 2 handfuls of food, like shoved it in their face best they can, and start to shove on their helmet again. This is gonna take a bit.
Oh,
Seems like there's trouble over in Fandolin. I can't quite.
if there's trouble in Fandolin, then we should go.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we do need to. Oh shit.
We can get there
I'm not
pretty
too
quickly. We're not far.
They're not.
Well, let's go then.
I can, yes.
Yeah. And he could like stands up, like yeah.
For the
I can
sake
call
of
it well.
this, and the sake of ease, Garm is underslung on, or Garm is like on the
Well,
back of the whale as well.
Gum can be
but
unsummoned, right? It's
yeah, Garm can be unsummoned, and for the sake of the ease, briefly unsummoned. But I will say that Widdick will naturally attune back to have Garm back, so that everyone's not
Yeah.
without, for the sake of travel ease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You usher Widdick with you as well, just for the sake of keeping, because I doubt you want to leave him here.
Not really.
No, I didn't think so. So you guys go outside.
It's like
guys
as
see
we're
this?
getting ready to go,
I'll
Pox
just
is
go
like
get my stuff.
loading. Yeah, Pox is like loading a crossbow and is like, "We are not saving a hero. Come on."
I'll get my great axe. Great axe is just like strapped to my back.
And
Let's back on.
Marks.
What you rolling? Oh, false life. Got it. Okay. Fucking hell.
Can't be
I
without.
need help.
You can't be without false life, can you? You can't make a character who
They
doesn't
can't
know
help
false
it.
life. She says no.
Hey, yeah, actually, our last few spell characters I didn't really realize. Just a good
You,
spell.
it's
It's a
like
good spell.
your IRL signature spell. Like
It's like
every
heroin
character
and
you
banishment.
make,
Yes.
yeah, it's like every
Yeah.
character you make is gonna have false life.
How else do you think Nemo's lived this long?
Yeah.
That's true.
Uh,
And that's why he
Okay.
wants unicorn blood so that he can drink it. What? Anyway,
what?
you get out the conch and you go. And you guys see the clouds overhead for the two. Because I get to describe it because I really do. Because it's like, here's whale now. You guys see the clouds overhead just like shift in form. And in that way of reverse thalassophobia, where the underslung, like shadowed form beneath you begins taking shape, it is the clouds instead taking shape above you. And a moon whale, or as you know them as a star whale, then comes down, lands, and leans to the side and gives people the opportunity to climb atop it. And it has like straps and compartments to pull people up to.
This will be very useful when you get to the Astral Sea.
Oh yes, very
And I'll
much so.
climb up.
Mentally bury the fact that I have a spaceship in my pocket.
Don't mention that.
No, I'm not
or
going
do.
to.
Or do.
You know I'm not going to. If there's an opportunity for me to hide a piece of information as this character,
Fair. I forgot who I was speaking to. Excuse me.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh,
Please put respect on me.
No, it's you. You don't.
I'll get you.
Oh,
The
family
hostility
insults.
you came to my chat with, so up you. Anyway.
Mm,
Eh.
We're friends.
Mm,
I would give her an organ if she needed it. She would take one without my consent.
Right.
she's done, and she has before from others. Carry on.
No.
For
No, we
legal
have-
reasons,
We are not
That
allowed
that
to
was a
explain
joke.
that joke. We're not
For
allowed to
legal
explain that
reasons,
joke.
that was a joke.
It was a joke, but we're not
Anyway.
allowed to explain it.
Like anyone who has seen the very unfortunate situation of a cat like stuck on a motorbike that did not realize the motorbike was taking off, you can just see Gorthwack just grip and is holding like chest down to it.
Oh,
Eden, you've never traveled on a star whale, but you've also never like um actually seen one like from this close. You've seen them at a
Mm.
distance.
Yeah.
So you're taking this in, and it is a absurdly like it may take two hours by air, but and then you guys see that there's just this empty, ruined-looking space not too far from where you are that the whale's now moving down towards, and then you see the whale hit a barrier and move through the barrier, and when it comes through, you see an illusionary wall. This is stuff the other party members have previously seen, but you see a bustling town. It has a number of guards. It looks like there's actually a decent force of people here. In addition to that, because anyone who knows how to character, the mines of this place are used to make essentially +1 magical items, and being able to forge those in mass is really good. So, you guys land in at a space. The space is made. Um, Carp is, it's not Carp, but it's a guard who ushers you over and ushers you to the manor of Phandalin. Like, hi, okay, fucking, what are you, okay.
Yep.
Too many big, okay. No,
No,
something else.
no way to explain.
hi.
It's easier not to presume. Hi, great to see you. Hi, buddy, and just gives you a fist bump for fairness. If he fist bumps me, I'll probably fly. Okay, follow me, guys. And just turns around. You guys, by the way, for you two, you see a halfling. Sling kept to the side, a la Dennis the Menace. But what you also see is like essentially like almost like a waistcoat kind of like vibe to him, like properly dressed up. And you can see what's an amulet that is around his neck, but it's actually pinned to his breast. That's just an amulet of protection. And well, it definitely looks like some form of
Misclick.
Hmm?
I just misclicked something. Don't worry about it.
I was like, why are you rolling hit dice? As that's happening, he essentially like packed. You can definitely see like something is like packed into the side of like one of his breasts of the waistcoat as well. Probably some form of weapon. Okay, follow me, guys, and he leads you guys through. And it's definitely not full militarization, but there are guards here. This is the place where they are aware of stuff that is valuable, and they don't want to risk it being attacked.
What's happening?
Okay, this is in not relation to why I'm asking you guys here. Also, where the fuck were you that you just immediately showed up? Don't worry about it, but this is just, we're out of the way, and no one can watch people getting trained here. So a lot of practice is getting done here, a lot of training is getting done here. Because of so much that's happened, a lot of volunteers have shown up. A lot of people who just want to help. Also, after Neverwinter became a crater, this is just an easier place for people to recover. Okay, follow me. And he takes you up into the manor house. And you do see probably one of the only people who is actually looking down at your character, Gorthwack, is Gug, this ogre paladin, like standing at the door. Has a halberd this time, not a sword. Like, come on, go. Into the manor. Poe,
I was about to open my mouth.
what way you walking, Chief?
Okay. How am I gonna... Okay, if everyone's going really obviously towards the manor, I will try and be towards the zone. Okay. Do I care? Yes.
You get
Okay.
elbowed slightly by Karik, who goes, "Hi, I also can't go through that for other reasons. So let me take you somewhere else."
Well, I'm gonna go invisible. I'm gonna go towards the back of the group as we're going, and when it becomes obvious that we're gonna split up towards the manor, I will go invisible and say to Kayak, "I'm gonna go in through the roof. I remember the way."
I'm going to fly
Does
up
I-
that way so that the doors are open.
Yeah, I remember the balcony I was on with Kika when we got attacked by the Star People. So I'm gonna try and climb
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, don't forget that one. If I need to cast spider climb, I will, but I'll try and climb up to that balcony and go in that way.
Spider climb here is just to save on time. Karik goes up like, "I'm going up this way just for reasons, but you guys are all fine to go through that door."
That balcony
if any of
links to their
you-
room, so.
It does.
And also, just a shout, there is dispelling magic in there. If you are in a different form that's not your true one or anything like that, you will get shifted back. I am wearing a glamour. It makes me look like a naked chicken when I go through, and I hate it, so I go this way.
Insight check.
By all means, as I check the bard.
I offer no explanation. I'm just
Ooh.
not there.
High roll.
He's lying.
Okay.
He has a reason. He's not saying it, but
That's fine.
you can tell this is a lie he has said multiple times and is a bit fed up because he's had to explain it multiple times.
Gorthak hasn't even thought anything about it.
Like, So you guys go through the front door. And as you guys do, and Poe, you up and Karik goes up with you, you can hear grunting, feral, angry growls from within. And you just hear,
Say that.
you see Rockfen in there.
Okay.
Pressing down a button from like essentially like looking into a space inside. I said hold them. And you could just hear like a sound, like a sharp, paralyzed growled sound. Oh, you're here, great.
Wait, where are they? They're on the outside of the manor, and
No, they're in the manor. They're in basically like past the moon door, basically. Past
right.
the
Yes.
barrier.
Okay. Yeah.
They're past that and in like that main foyer,
Yeah.
essentially.
Just past the moonbeam. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, you guys are here. That makes everything a lot easier. Thank you. Give me back my. And Carv's like, can't I? Fucking give it to me, young man. Passes Rockfen back a stone, who that probably pops it in the pocket. And pass them then, and Poe and Carrick, you can see it from above as you guys come in, but you're invisible. Obviously, Carrick doesn't know where you are. You see a lichen.
What type? Speak more on that.
They are missing their. This is a wolf.
Thank you.
They are missing their right leg and their left arm. And they're currently being held down by 4 people as they're growling and shouting in pain. But they've got these like strapped bindings all around them that Rockfin is pushing on this button, and it just like like holds them in place like as a constriction.
Like Gregor-esque or just a normal werewolf? What a sentence.
Yeah.
So
Like where on the
I'll give you
genetically modified spectrum they are.
I will give you a choice of a nature or an arcana check, like arcana for like
Oh
blood
baby,
magic,
both bad.
or like a survival if you'd want to.
Okay.
Way of like one of those 3 to identify what type of lichen this is.
Do I want a 0 mod? A 0 mod? No, I have
I've
a
said
plus
the
2.
DC differently, depending, motherfucker.
I've got a plus 2 to survival. So we're gonna roll that and pray.
Better pray.
6.
Nice.
You can't quite tell.
But
They're
it like
scratching around a
in
lot.
terms of like, oh yeah, no, yeah. But can I tell that it is or isn't Gregor?
Oh, it's not Gregor.
Great.
Because if this was Gregor, those limbs would have already been healing.
That's what I wanted to establish.
They are like tall but they're lithe. Gregor
Yeah.
is mass as well as height. This is lithe.
Can I negotiate for an insight check to see if they're hostile?
So check away.
Better.
Okay. This is they got the patient through the door on the stretcher and they're trying to pin them to the table.
Gotcha. They're in panic. Okay.
Yeah. Tell me one of you has a spell for calming people, says Rockfin. Rockfin, by the way, has their hat off, but has like this like braid down like the entire like braided hair through like in these like cornrows down to like a braid at the back in a bunch.
Not a spell, but I've got a way of knocking someone out.
No.
No.
No,
Try
I
again.
need to talk.
I've
Out of invisibility.
not on hand, but I've tried it before and it worked okay.
Please do. Sorry, sir, but I can't have you doing that. And this is not a sir of like generic. This is like giving a respect because Rockfin knows that you were at Neverwinter.
yeah.
Right. Do I know who Rockfin is?
You know that Rockfin is one of the major domos and one of like the inner circle of Stildar, who is the king of Neverwinter.
Yeah.
Calm emotions.
Okay. You just cast it and like this like dust powder like touches over and the star just sticks to, and like glitter it sticks, but it starts to fade in. And Poe, you can tell from upstairs, Serenus, you can tell just from like your ears as well, just the heart rate, the thump 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 thump. To some people it is visible on their chest, just lowers and slows and slows, and it gradually slows, which is good because immediate cardiac arrest is bad.
Mm.
He could just sort of like crouch down near them, just sort of like comforting, like giving the snoot a little pet, just like, it's okay, it's okay.
There's this moment of like just like covering up, like as if what you realize now that they were trying to do is fully just like throw and thrash at people and cover their face as well, like protective, like as if someone who is being attacked. But they begin calming down.
It's okay, it's okay. Shh.
At this point, Rockfin approaches towards. Elias, can you hear me?
Do we know that name?
Nods. You particularly, unfortunately Widdick's not here because I could give him more. But you particularly, that's the name of one of Gregor's retinue.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where your mother and your father are? They shake their head negatively. You went down with them both, didn't you? They nod tentatively. What was the last thing you saw? And they begin trying to speak. And you can just see like these like blue electric lines, like wiring along Rockfan's gloves just begins lighting up. Elias, I'm going to do what you know I can do. Shake your head if you don't want me to. You see that they're tired and they're struggling to speak, but they give a nod. Okay. And the fingers slide down from like the front of the muzzle down to that center point between like the eyes and the muzzle and the snout on one hand, and the tips of the fingers all glow red as red emits from their other hand then in this projection from these 5 points of light on their fingers. And you guys can see a point of view. I get to break this out after fucking having it written for 3 years.
Jesus.
What a time for my notes to not work.
Their blood is pooling. You're seeing from their perspective, they're behind two lichens. One with the spear, one with the bow. They themselves have a great sword in mimicry of the man who taught him how to kill. There's green electric light illuminating all around you. You are in what looks like slums, like the most base, broken, ruined slums of a city. And there's green light all about you. And you can just hear the continuous the thumping, the crashing, almost like crossbow bolts or some form of munition firing non-stop. You smell, there's almost like this smell that permeates the room of this fuel stink, of just this nauseous gas, and the telltale sound of a ignition sparking as this figure in a hood with this like gas mask to the front of them, but like hunched and verminous, turns and aims a device, like this massive like muzzled thing, towards the three, until a shadow just erupts and lands down in front of them. And while flames lick around them and the smell of charred flesh is palpable, the sound of a crushed barrel being crushed by hands before the meaty squelch of teeth sinking down. This heavy breathing as portions of organs are exposed on the back of this creature begin sealing back up with muscle, with sinew and vein. There's this heavy breathing. We can't get close. This struggling attempt for coherency. There's this moment where lightning begins to catch around them all again, and they look to see that there's a figure, lightning crackling in their hands, like this green, like unnaturally sickly energy in their fingertips as they begin aiming some form of spell, until 8 spider limbs stretch out from behind them and pull them into the shadows with a squelch, before a shadow moves down, standing next to them, then swooping back up above, and a barrage of arrows are launched without a count to a quiver draw. I know we can't get close. Not unless I throw caution. It'll kill you. I die to her later, or I die now. I would sooner die knowing he's gone. And then Nezanar falls from the top of that roof onto Gregor's back and grips something that's incorporeal in the air and pulls upward in a motion. And there's the sound of metal sliding against meat as Gregor's greatsword, his inhibitor, is pulled from his back. And that slow regenerative process, immediate. But so too comes the hunger. The sword is dropped, too big for Nezanar to wield. Gregor doesn't need it now. And there is this great rumbling roar, to the point where glass in the Phandalin Manor breaks nearby this projection. You have to cover your ears, those who are close. And a lunge, while this dazed vision returns, and you can just see, what you do see is a city now, from this alleyway, You can see from a high point, you're looking down, you are in a cave. There are stalagmites all abound. There are stalactites in the ceilings, hanging down with dripping water. It is miles of city, of what looks like slums, but also refurbished and well-designed cityscapes and structures. Not specifically Drow or Duergar based, but built effectively, solidly. And in the distance, you can just see an abomination roaring and charging. And it meets Gregor. And the Alpha and the Omega reminds all why he is both. And after a feeding session, his body begins to crack and snap and twist as stone seems to protrude from his shoulders and his body. These figures follow. Again, there is a shadow overhead. They cut down hordes, swaths of vermin. And for those who are wondering, vermin, rodent-like men. But there are also Duergar and Drow. There are many people here, many types, all of which are trying to kill Gregor. A feat which has been proven multiple times to be difficult at best. A shadow looms over this group as they move. And they get closer and closer to the center of a courtyard. By what is not a palace. A palace implies grandeur for somebody. It is a scientific laboratory. It is a space required for its purpose, and that is why it's being allocated to such. And there is a thin, single figure stood at a doorway. And hanging down from their side is a flail. But it is not a flail. It is like a censer bearer, like what would be used at a church, but from it is a noxious green smoke rising. You were my finest creation. And as the figure waits, Gregor lunges. But you're not the greatest beast. And at that moment, fire erupts as 10 fire spikes of steel and adamantine erupt out and strike through Gregor, pinning him in the center of a circle. His blood begins pouring into what looks like a rune at the center. Nezanar gets close. Gets very close. The sensor is shattered, and a blade is driven through what should be where the heart of Zero Little is. And it may have killed him, had he been anyone but Zero Little. This force throws him back, and that gaping wound is healed underneath these drabs and robes, as this one red eye from underneath this lens is glaring out and glancing towards. He points a single index finger towards Nezanar, for it to be wrapped and countered, parried and blocked from a spell. Then, a different figure from some shadow casts out a spell, and it strikes Nezanar. And Nezanar begins to collapse down, coughing. It is at this point the sound of metal bending screeches into your ears as all 10 spikes begin to bend and twist, as the only person he has ever been able to describe as love, bar his child, is dying in front of him. Gregor rips out of the spikes, only for a portal of fire to erupt in front of him. The other Lycans have tried to rush for their aid. His mother and father reach and grab Nezanar. They can get to him. Zero doesn't seem to mind. This does not seem to be the first time that this guy's gotten that close. But Gregor is still caught. And from that fire, from that rune that is now ignited beneath him, a titanic figure steps out as the smell of charcoal and obsidian brimstone fills the air. Darenas, you recognize this beast. Not truly. Not of a... It is the uncanny valley, where it is human nature to be concerned of something that looks akin to another. This is akin to what you have seen before, but it is greater. Dark purpled fur, muscular humanoid, but the hooves of a giant feral goat, the head of a bull, crowned in horn. Poe, your blood turns in a vile acknowledgement of a demon lord acknowledging a demon lord. The Baphomet stares at Gregor, incapacitated, and Eliza collapses and faints. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh.
This Zero guy seems like a dick.
No, he rules.
Uh-oh,
He
John.
killed Nezanar. I'm a
God
huge
damn
fan.
it.
He got close.
Uh-oh, John.
Yo, that ruled.
That was sick.
I
That was
did.
sick.
That was very
That was
nice.
sick. Oh, no.
Hey, what's the other name for Baphomet, guys? Oh
Ki-
yeah, the
King-
Flesh Shaper
Yeah.
and the King of Beasts.
King of Beasts.
Hey, I'll kill another demon lord.
We've
Oh,
done it once
fair
before.
enough.
That's working out so well for you right now,
We've
isn't it?
done it once before. It's fine.
I'm sure my body will handle that.
We'll find out.
Whenever we play next. 'Cause we're
Yeah,
not
which
playing
might
this
be
year.
could-
2025.
Could be next year, legitimately, because it's getting
Yeah,
harder and harder.
realistically.
Yeah, we normally end up,
Christmas
we
sucks.
normally have to take December off, so it could legitimately be next
Yep.
year. But if it is, that's one hell of a cliffhanger.
What a hell of a cliffhanger. Yeah, for real.
Bye.
Thank you all so much for watching, if indeed you still are. And don't forget, if you want to catch up, we have this on YouTube.
Odds.
Pods. Bye.
Bye.